Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Rachel. I am a 23-year-old ultrasound tech and homemaker. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I lost 30 pounds in under 4 months. I am not a weight loss professional. I am not a doctor. I am literally just giving my opinion of what has and has not worked for me. If you enjoyed today's video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you're new here, I would love to have you, and let's get started. I have everything here on my iPad, so I make sure I don't miss anything. So if I'm looking down, that's why. Like I already said, I lost 30 pounds in 4 months. Of course, they would start leaf blowing as soon as I start filming. We love that. But long story short, for the past probably 4 or 5 years of my life, I've been losing and gaining the same 25 pounds, it feels like. And it's incredibly frustrating when you hit that plateau and you just cannot make any more progress. And I feel like that's what's just been happening in an endless cycle for a very long time. Once I plateaued doing anything, I basically gave up and never made any more progress, and I continued to gain back all of the weight that I had lost, if not more. And it got to the worst point last year, which was the end of 2022. It was a really stressful time in my husband and I's life. Just last summer, I had a miscarriage at almost 6 weeks pregnant, and that was really hard. And I think after that, I just kind of didn't really care about my health because I was really distraught, upset, obviously, and it was just kind of put on the back burner. My husband and I, we ended up moving to North Carolina after some things happened with my job, and that is when I got put on Mounjaro. So after my last miscarriage, I talked to my OBGYN and I asked her, what can I do to prepare myself to get pregnant easily and have a healthy pregnancy? And she said, obviously you have PCOS, you are likely insulin resistant. They didn't do any tests on me to see if I was insulin resistant, but you typically are if you have PCOS. If you don't know what PCOS is, that is polycystic ovarian syndrome. Basically, your hormones are elevated at the wrong parts of your cycle or stay elevated all throughout your cycle, and it can cause irregular periods, really bad PMS symptoms, really bad period cramps, missed ovulation, all sorts of things. So it can make getting pregnant pretty difficult. I'm honestly kind of shocked. That was my second miscarriage. I'm honestly kind of shocked that I even got pregnant twice, because I don't know, I've always just had this feeling that it would be really hard for me to get pregnant in the first place. So anyway, my doctor obviously recommended, losing weight and getting your insulin under control is a really good way to keep your cycles regular and prepare your body for pregnancy. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this. So she ended up putting me on 2.5 milligrams of Mounjaro. Mounjaro is a medication. It's a weekly injectable medication that is typically used for diabetics. Let me look up exactly what it is because I don't want to give you wrong information. So the medication Mounjaro is a single molecule that activates glucose-dependent insulotropic polypeptides and glucagon-like peptide-1 receptors, so GLP-1 and GIP receptors. Basically what that does is it makes you not as hungry, you eat less food, it slows down how fast food goes through your stomach, so you feel like you're staying full longer. It increases your sensitivity to insulin, so my insulin is typically not working like it should, and I guess this helps with that in people with PCOS and diabetics, obviously. It says it enhances first and second phase insulin secretion, and in turn it helps you to lose weight by using more of your body fat to burn off energy instead of you needing more food intake. I had a lot of side effects when I was on Mounjaro. It really was kind of miserable, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. So when I started the 2.5 milligrams, I knew like immediately that this was gonna help me because of how much it decreased my appetite. It was wild. I was not hungry. I was not eating, which was not a good thing. You still want to eat when you're on Mounjaro, but I felt like so sick when I was on it that it was so hard for me to eat anything. I could drink my coffee in the morning and drink water throughout the day, but it was very difficult for me to get enough protein, enough carbs to fuel myself. In turn, I felt tired because I was not eating enough. But I will say it did what it was supposed to, because I definitely noticed a decrease in my appetite, 100%. Some bad side effects I had were nausea, vomiting, diarrhea. Oh my gosh. I would vomit probably once every week or two, like, because I was just so sick from it. It was honestly not good. I was just super sensitive to it. Then you see other people talk about Mounjaro on the internet and they're 100% fine. They don't have any symptoms other than decreased appetite. And I don't know why it hit me so hard. Maybe I just have like a more sensitive stomach than other people, but a lot of people say that they're okay. And I just was not one of those people. So I did the 2.5 milligrams for 1 month. You do 1 injection a week, so it's a 4-pack that it comes in. I did the 2.5 milligram. They start everybody out on that just to get their body kind of used to the medication. And then you go up to 5 milligrams. They double the dose. And that's when I started to have the nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, pretty bad. But that's when I also started to notice like the most weight loss. I think I lost 10 pounds in my first month, because a lot of that's probably water weight or whatever they call it. But once I hit the second month, when I started the 5 milligrams, I really saw a difference in the way my face looked. My arms are thinner, my pants started fitting again, like my scrubs for work were fitting looser. I actually had to go down a size in the midst of this whole journey and buy all new scrubs because things were just too big on me, which is a problem that's good to have. So I was seeing a lot of progress, especially when I hit that 5 milligram. I never went up higher than that. I stayed on 5 milligrams for 3 months after I did the 2.5 for the first month. One thing that Mounjaro really helps me realize was that my hunger cues did not always mean that I needed to eat. I would still feel hungry, like I could still tell when I hadn't eaten in a while, but I didn't always eat a full meal, if that makes sense. Like, I was more snacky on Mounjaro, and I was really able to be more in tune with my body, I guess, because I just wasn't so focused on food, which is typically a problem for a lot of people. And when you're not so focused on food because you're just disinterested in it, it makes you really think about like, okay, am I actually hungry, or do I just want to eat, or is it just because it's the time of the day when I should be eating? Is that why I'm eating this meal right now? It really made me slow down and think like, okay, you know, I don't really feel hungry. It's 12 o'clock. I don't really want to eat. I'm not going to eat right now. I'll just have a small snack and drink my water. And that's okay. Sometimes when it's, you know, that time of the day when people are eating lunch, I didn't feel like I wanted to eat lunch, and I just didn't. I feel like you don't realize how much you really need to listen to your body instead of listening to your brain. Mounjaro didn't cure me. It just really helped me realize the importance of listening to my body more, is how I would describe my experience on Mounjaro. So the reasons why I stopped taking it, obviously, the side effects, like I said. A lot of people, I guess, end up staying on Mounjaro, like do 1 injection a month of like a higher dose as like maintenance. But I do not want to keep doing this for long periods of time. I was just doing this to help kind of kickstart things for myself. and get myself into a healthier mindset before I go all in on my health. Having the help from this medication, it really motivated me to want to get off of it, because I saw that I am capable of losing weight. Being on Mounjaro, that is a significant cutback from what I should be eating. And I totally realized that. It's just because my side effects were so bad that I could not eat full meals and get my calories and protein in for the day and, you know, be sustainable, I guess. It just helped me, like I said, kickstart everything and set myself up for success. My husband and I want to start trying to get pregnant this year. That was obviously a huge motivating factor for me to kind of get my health in check. I'm gonna still do what I have been doing, just eat in smaller portions and focus on whole ingredients. I think hormone health plays a huge role in weight loss. If your hormones are not balanced and in sync with your cycle like they are supposed to be, I think it can really hinder your results. And I think stress has a big part to play in weight loss, and a lot of environmental factors as well. And I think I'm gonna start documenting like my food journey on TikTok also. So if you're interested in that, go follow me on TikTok and Instagram. I do post on my stories frequently on Instagram, but I do plan to do a lot more weight loss, meal prep, eat with me type videos here on YouTube as well. There's so many things that can make being on a weight loss journey so difficult. Truly, the most important thing is just being in a calorie deficit. That is weight loss. Calories in versus calories out. If you are in a calorie deficit, you will lose weight. You don't know how much you're eating until you weigh it out, until you measure it. Just eyeballing or guessing is not always accurate, especially when you're first starting out on a weight loss journey. You don't know what portions are typically, at least I did not. So get yourself a scale, get yourself some measuring cups. It helps tremendously. I would also, if I were starting this for my first time again, I would probably unfollow people on my Instagram, TikTok, whatever. I think there's really motivational people, and I think the people that are just normal people like you and me are honestly the best people to follow, because that is what real life weight loss looks like. It can be super unmotivating, in my opinion, watching people that seem like they have it all together. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of good influencers out there that I still follow. It can be kind of toxic, the weight loss community, in a lot of different platforms. So just be careful who you follow. Make sure that it's keeping you in a healthy mindset. Don't let yourself fall into the comparison trap. All that will do is just hinder your results and hinder your potential, truly. Mounjaro taught me that weight loss is attainable without strenuous exercise. Now, I will say, obviously, exercise is very good for us. We should be exercising, and I do exercise, but I don't need to go to the gym 7 days a week and burn 500, 600, 700 calories in order to lose weight. If I were literally eating whatever I wanted, not tracking a single calorie, yes, I would probably have to exercise that much to lose weight. But I just do better in a calorie deficit and not exercising as much. I don't like exercising, it's not what I enjoy. So I prefer to lose weight by doing more of a calorie deficit than to exercise strenuously multiple days a week. I walk my dog, I stretch at home, and sometimes I go to the gym and do like a little bit of cardio. I don't do as much weightlifting as I should, but someday when I feel like I'm ready for that again, I will probably get back into more of like a little light gym routine. But for now, what I'm doing is working just fine for me, and that's what I'm gonna keep doing. So at my highest weight, I think I was just over 210 pounds. And as of yesterday, I am at 174.8 pounds. I've lost about, what, 35 pounds in about 4 months. So I think that's pretty good, and I'm so proud of myself for sticking to the medication, but now it's time to work for myself. So I'm super excited to document the rest of this here on YouTube and TikTok. Follow me on my socials, like I said, if you don't already and you want to keep up with my eating and my weight loss. And please leave any questions you have about Mounjaro down in the comments. I hope you enjoyed today's video and I hope you have a great week. Bye.